Protests today outside of Providence City Hall aimed at bringing attention to the homeless encampments that have been broken up around the city. Advocates believe they were a little heavy-handed.
Protesters asking the mayor's office for more compassion when dealing with homelessness all across the capital city. ABC 6 News reporter Josh Kerman has the story.
Dozens of protesters gathered at Providence City Hall, asking Mayor Smiley to stop clearing out homeless encampments without providing other housing or shelter options to those residents. Wednesday's protest was spurred by multiple events, including police recently clearing out a Charles Street encampment. Protesters are also reacting to the story of Michael Nugent, a man who had been living on the Orange Street Route 95 overpass, who was recently removed with nowhere to go.
The excuses they have are lies, one of which is they're doing it for people's safety. Was Michael safer wandering around in the middle of the night by himself than he was in a tent? No. And they say, oh, we're offering shelter, we're offering housing. We're hundreds of shelter beds short of what we need.
Protesters say Nugent was forced to stay at the ACI for the past few days while his possessions were thrown in the trash. This isn't the first time protesters have asked for these changes from Smiley's office. Mayor Smiley responding to today's protest in a statement, which reads in part, "We have invested $3.4 million in shelter beds over the last year. Our goal is always to keep unhoused people safe and healthy while finding them permanent housing." But advocates say they've tried to reach out to the mayor and not much has changed.
They've said nothing when we demanded that they stop the police raids. They said nothing when we demanded that they find city buildings to put shelter beds in. They did say they were interested in the rapidly deployable shelters, but that was months ago, and we see no concrete action.
Protesters spent around 2 hours in City Hall calling for these changes before leaving around 5 p.m. In Providence, Josh Kerman, ABC 6 News.